Hello, I'm Bridget, and today I'd like to talk about what you need to make rope baskets that are in the no sew, no zigzag, and no hot glue method. First off, you're going to need some rope. The type of rope you want is going to depend on what the feel of the bag or the actual rope basket that you're going to make is going to feel like. So if you want it a little soft, you might get something like this. This is a 1/4 inch cotton. It's just all natural cotton rope. If you want it a little bit stiffer, but still want it in the 1/4 inch, you might try this, which is a nylon rope. And you might notice the nylon rope at the ends, it's melted. On the cotton rope, they've taped it, so you might want to take and whip stitch it when you put it together, because that one frays, and so does this one. If you really want to go faster on your basket, you want it to be bigger portions and go faster, but also be very stiff, a polypropylene rope like this is not bad because it's a lot stiffer and it's also 1/2 inch instead of the 1/4 inch, so you're going to go a little faster when you make your basket. The next thing you're going to need is fabric. Now, depending on the look of your basket, you can cut strips. Now, if you want the strips small, you're going to have a tighter weave. If you want a little fatter, you're going to have a fatter weave. I like about 3/4 of an inch just cut. Now, some people like the look that's more ragged. So if you're a person that likes more of a ragged look on the basket, you would rip. So you would start like this and rip. Obviously, this is not a straight piece of fabric. So you would rip one side, then you would rip the other. Whoop, that was good. You would rip the other, and you would have a fuzzy edge on both sides, which would look fuzzy on the basket. The thread, which I have up here. Okay, the next thing you need, and you might need it or not need it depending on your personality. If you're doing a loosely woven basket, you could probably tuck those threads around with your finger. If you're making it really tight, you may want to pull it really tight, and so you're going to need a needle. I like these plastic needles. They've got a big hole in them, and you can take your piece of fabric on one end and just cut a point, and it'll go pretty easily into this, and then you can really tighten it up on the basket. Some people like to just double wrap, and you'll see this when we get along, the fabric when you change colors. They'll just wrap one more wrap around it and then just keep going. I personally like to tack the two pieces of material together. So I've got a needle and thread here, and I'm going to tack the thread together. I also like to tack the thread at the first spot where it starts at the very beginning with a little hand stitch, just so it stays put, because it's awkward holding it in my hands. That's just a personal preference. So if you're not a person who if you're better with your hands than I am, I guess you can hold it with your hands and make it go around, and you won't need to do that. So basically that's all you need. Rope, fabric, some needles, maybe some thread, and we're ready to go.